Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the E-League Gamestah Spring Series and our second night of broadcasting of the Overwatch First Division. It's going to be a fantastic night of Overwatch here on Gamestah TV, and we are very pleased to have you joining us here on Twitch TV. And if you're watching the VOD, welcome in and come and watch us live. That's where all the hype is. My name is Crisis. I'll be doing production for this evening. And that is about it from me. I'm going to hand straight over to the casting team for the night because the players are ready to go. And here to introduce tonight's match is none other than Bobby J. Take it away, Bobby J.
With EJ, Xenox, and Genome, so great casting team here today. So EJ, you excited to cast your first Division 1 game?
Oh, dude, I didn't think I'd be here. It's the fulfillment of all my dreams, and I am just, super excited for it. It's going to be crazy than a car full of monkeys tonight. It's going to go off. It's awesome.
And Xenox, fresh off his World Pillion games from last night. How are you, mate?
I'm bloody excited. Abyss taking on Aftermind. This is one of those games where it could go either way, so I can't wait to see what happens.
And Genome, our expert analyst on the panel tonight. So how are you today, mate?
I'm great, Bobby. These guys have had a couple of good games in the ESL Cup today, so it's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be any mind games coming out after that.
And speaking of Division 1, here on GameStar, we had a fantastic Thursday night with two of the first games. So we had Alter Ego taking on Skyfire up first of all on Thursday night, which Alter Ego won 3-0, and then we had Jam Gaming versus Masterminds in a crazy game that was so back and forth, and it went 2-1. So Masterminds picking up a victory over Jam Gaming on the last map, EJ, on Thursday night.
That was one of the greatest rounds. I mean, it couldn't have gone down to any closer to the wire. That Mastermind win at the end there, and on Volskaya of all maps, and it was an absolute cracker. Highlight so far of week 1. These next two matches have got big shoes to fill.
Yeah, if we take a look at the Zowie leaderboard, we see the first place team is Alter Ego at the moment on 3 points from winning all 3 maps against Skyfire. Then Jan Gaming in second place with 2 points. Masterminds with 1 point with that fantastic win on Volskaya Industries. And then Skyfire at 0 looking to be catching up next week. And then we also had ESL on today, so a lot of these teams have versed each other. I believe these two teams already versed earlier today, EJ, but Tempo Storm did take away the first major cup this season from ESL in ESL against Aftermind. So Aftermind
play Abyss in the lower bracket final, so they've only played very recently, like last 2 hours against each other in a sudden death match. So they're going to be bringing that to the table tonight. Fatigue, I think, though, Bobby J, might be a factor. These guys have put in a long day, so fatigue management for both teams might be a factor over the next 3 maps.
Yeah, what do you think, Genome? They've already versed twice. They versed in the semifinals in the winners bracket and then in the finals of the losers bracket. So both won a game apiece, and this is the third match they will be versing each other here today.
Yeah, so Aftermind making a huge run in the lower bracket, picking up some big wins against Kick or Be Kicked and Abyss and Alter Ego. So they won the second match there. They won the one that mattered and got into the grand final. So I think they're definitely going to have the mental edge against Abyss in this match.
And then what about you, Xenox?
Well, I mean, as it's been mentioned, obviously both these two teams played together today in the ESL Cup. Abyss taking 1, and then, of course, it was Aftermind who came back. I think it could be really close either way. The fact that we're also going to be on Eichenwald really just mixes things up, so I got no clue.
EJ, we had 3 maps here today in this series of 3. Eichenwald up first, and Ilios and Lombani. Eichenwald's always an interesting map, such a hard map for the offense, with the first defense point being heavily favored for the defense.
Oh, look, it's whoever can break that choke point open first and get the first point, get into the second stage of the map and get that aerial supremacy going, and then the brawl in the chapel there. And shout out to Xenox, by the way. I think that guy's an absolute legend, and I love ripping off his stuff.
Xenox is a legend, and we've got the teams just filling out their picks right now. EJ, take us through Abyss here on the blue side.
All right, so we have Zafia, Apathetic, Sweet Sato, Spaz Jonah, and the Spoons has turned up as well for the Abyss team tonight.
Have you a big fan of the May pick?
Well, if it stays there, it'll be quite interesting. I'm a big fan of the Spoons. He played in the Nations Cup for New Zealand, so he's represented his country at the highest level of Overwatch for New Zealand. So he's a pretty much of a superstar. So big shoes to fill again tonight, coming in with that sort of build-up.
And then with Aftermind on the red side, EJ, they've been led by their captain Hades, and there's also some familiar faces, even from the Gamestah panel in that team as well, mate.
We do. Josh Kent is in there, and shout out to Josh. Helps us here adminning the spring series as well. Alston, PB and Jam, Joel, and Chronix. I'm expecting big things from Chronix's Genji tonight. If he can get through that line and tear up the medics for the other team, it should be pretty good. But we're underway, Bobby J. So over to you with the action.
And PB and Jam's already up on top of the balcony here for Aftermind, seeing if he can get his way into the back line. But they've already got someone on the checkpoint here, which is Chronic X on his Genji. He's just dashing around. Spaz and Jonah are already on top of him there, trying to take him out. But the rest of Aftermind are coming around to the right-hand side and getting onto the squishies there with Joel and Alston starting things up here with the May falling down from Spoons. PB and Jam's right in the mix now with Genji. They forced them all the way back into the back left corner here. Spaz needs to be careful. They've taken him out, and that's a nice early cap there, EJ.
Yeah, we talked about it just briefly pre-game. If you can break that first choke and capture this card early, it really helps on a time bank map such as this one, where you just want to, get it as quick as you can and get it going. And they've done that. Basically, first push, bit of a decoy, and then that assault straight up the road. And I think they just basically pushed them off the point and overpowered them.
Yeah, Abyss is holding up nice and high though, EJ, with the Sweet Soda holding up that shield.
They are, so we've got the boys setting up high. It's a very vertical section, the second half of this map. And they're coming through the gatehouse now. And there goes Peel, PB and Jam. Up there to try and break him up. And he gets knocked off. Very ineffective there with his Winston up. And the drop down is on. And the carnage is happening around the cart now. Both teams into it. Sweet Sato getting that first pick, picking up Joel. And nice little tracer kill there. But Abyss might be able to hold this cart. No, I actually think that Aftermind are going to get it, going to keep pushing, and they're falling back up towards the archway there, Bobby J.
And PB and Jam doing a fantastic job getting in and amongst it, along with Josh Kent and Chronic X. So they're on that Tracer and the Genji, so incredibly difficult to get a hold of, especially if Winston throws down that shield and you've got those two little squishies dashing back and forth, EJ. As Abyss is going to have to reset up here with Spoons. He's on top now along with Jonah. They've called PB Jam out. He jumped away. It's only Chronic X there, but he's Genji. He can get himself out of there if he needs to. Jason Truby gets hooked though. He's fallen flat on the ground. They've taken him out. Abyss is on the top side. PB and Jam hits the primal rage to try and knock him off the high point. And Spoons hits the nice Roadhog ult, chugging away, but the escort has gone all the way up towards the door, the end of the second checkpoint. Oh my goodness, EJ Spaz just threw down the Graviton Surge to save the day.
Yeah, it was a nice little rotation back, but the danger's not over here. Winston's onto the cart, and if he can pick up a kill here, and he has, he's got Jonah, he's gone down. Josh Kent, last man standing. He's got some backup coming around now in Chronix, but Abyss have got the reinforcements as well. Sweet Sato's there, gets the shield up, and they're going to hold this cart quite nicely now. And 3 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for the boys from Aftermind to regroup and come with another barrage onto this bridge.
Big hook there from Spoons. Takes out Josh Kent straight away. That's one of the threats down, but Winston's still going to go in there. The Graviton Surge put in place right on top of the checkpoint in front of the escort. 3 members are very low here. Sweet Sato picks up a nice double kill. Chronix is in amongst it, but he's been taken out by Spaz. And Spaz, once again, along with Sweet Sato, have done a fantastic job to hold on, EJ.
Yeah, nice bit of healing went down there as well. And you can never underestimate the benefit of good healers when you're getting sucked up on a gravity ball. Very helpful to have a good one. They're coming through again, though. Peels and Jam taking the high ground, getting up on the overpass. Spoons is going to up there, push him away, though, scares him off. And here they come. They come in for the assault. Genji nicely just around the back, harasses the Ana. Joel's onto the front of the point. There goes the sound barrier. Sweet Sato swinging wild. Someone's getting their skull cracked open tonight. Alston's caught on the orb, but manages to pull off the Tranquility's pop, and that might give them the edge they need. Zaffy is doing a great job bouncing around, not able to hold it, Bobby J. And second point captured, 2:24 on the clock, 23 when they hit it.
This is a fantastic time set by Aftermind. It all came off the back of that first checkpoint and just getting it on the first push, and they're not giving up yet, EJs. They continue to push in here amongst the third checkpoint, right in the face of their spawn point. Joel and Chronic just getting a killer piece there, along with Alston. Now they're starting to pull back EJ, but this is looking very good for Aftermind.
It gives them that extra few meters where they can get the cart round to the first corner. They just harass Abyss, push them back. They had no intention of pushing right through then. It was purely a harassment, and gets his cart in motion. They hit this corner before the final bend, and this is where it's all going to go down. And the Graviton surges in. Peel and Jam is in there as well. The healing's going down. No one really dropped. They get 2 kills out of that. Spoons and Apathetic. Sweet Soto joins them, and that might be it. They've lost the main tanks. Ooh, could be challenging. Alston's at the front here. Bobby J just slowing it down. Nah, they're going to roll it in.
They're going to roll it in. That's nice. But the Maywall comes in. Spoons just hits the ice block just in time. Sweet Sato's on the point as well. He's swinging back and forth. They're giving enough time for his team to get back. Can Spoon stay alive? They've electrocuted him, but Apathetic gets there, blinks in with the Tracer. And Jonah's there as well. The mech's being popped as he switched to the D.Va. Spaz is there with the Zarya. And they're taking them out one by one. PB and Jam's doing a great job with the shield, keeping his team up. But Sweet Satyrs, they're just going down one by one. Abyss, they try and get back to the checkpoint. To the escort. Spoons has got that ice block on him. He's still there with a May. He's still alive. They're finally taking him down. They're going to get it. EJ with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left on the time bank on the Zowie scoreboard.
Yeah, no, good work by Abyss. A bit of harassment at the end there. Whatever time you can buy, it's good time. So you might as well, if they're going to cap it anyway, you might as well go for it and defend every last second you can. And Abyss showed that fighting spirit then. 2:21 on the clock, though, when they get the return bout. If they get the return bout, we don't know what's going to happen on the return bout. Are Abyss going to be able to do what Aftermind just did, Bobby J, and push on through?
They're going to have a very good offensive push right off the bat. Yeah, because Aftermind did it on their first push, so that's so much pressure against Abyss because, as we just saw, Aftermind from that first push onwards, all the way to the third checkpoint, it was almost a continuous push. Even when they were fighting on top of the second point, along that, you see where the castle is. There's a bridge over the top halfway through to the second checkpoint, and they were all fighting on top of there. But little did Abyss know the cart was still pushing all the way to the end of the second checkpoint.
Yeah, they were lucky that they got back and stopped it, but they well and truly should have tried to keep it at the arch or at least on the bridge for that. Aftermind showing great teamwork, which they're renowned for in the community, and it's really coming to the fore here today. They've got the individual skill, but the strats are there as well for them. Their engagements are pretty good, and we got to get this one underway in about 30 seconds.
This is the first time we've played Archenvold here in Division 1 already today, so... these teams, I don't know if they've versed each other today on Archenvold in the ESL Major Cup, but
there might have been some strategic map picking for this one.
Yeah, they're definitely used to each other, and we've seen Aftermind. They had the last laugh as well in ESL because they picked up the win in the final of the losers bracket.
Yep.
And they just came straight. They've pretty much hit hot off their game against Tempo Storm. So
they won themselves $400. You got to be happy about that.
Yeah. So if they get some wins here, Jay, they'll be looking good for the prize money at the end of the season as well.
All right, so the boys from Aftermind have set up a back from the arch right on the corner at the truck, letting the boys from Abyss come in. Sweet Sato with the charge in on the Reinhardt, onto the point now, and this is pretty much what they needed, Bobby Jays, to get in here early and put this pressure on.
It's really back and forth here with Alston and Chronix. Chronix is doing a fantastic job this game. He's just in there doing so much damage, and PB's there to clean up with a nice double kill, and Aftermind successfully hold here, so the time is on their side.
Yeah, well and truly, and it was a good push. They got through onto the point. They just weren't able to outgun them at the end. The Zenyatta swung through from the gatehouse area, got some great orbs away. Here they go now, pushing in. Abyss have hit the arch again from the spawn, holding up behind the Reinhardt shield, and is just building up as well, but the orb is thrown down, and that can be quite devastating. Just slow all momentum for you, Bobby J, when you get caught.
PB and Jam land a nice shatter there. They continue to push forward with it, and then they're going to let they need to be careful here, Abyss, because if they die one after the other within like 5 to 10 seconds of each other, they're going to break the spawns, and it burns even more time away on the clock.
It does. They are regrouping now. There's still constant pressure coming. Genji's just bouncing around. That's Chronix. He's waiting for an easy pick that comes through. Any straggler, they'll feel the blade across the throat. The push is coming into the archway now. Sweet Sato's in. Chronix pops his ultimate, comes flying in. Sound barrier's down as well. Earth Shatter doesn't pick up much. And Sweet Sato gets one. He did pick up the Genji, so that's the one you want to get. They haven't managed to push through, though. Anna's getting chased out of here by Reinhardt. That's PB and Jam slapping away with the hammer. Oh, nice charge. Beautiful recovery. And the boys from Aftermind do it again there, Bobby J. They take the assault from Abyss, and they repel it yet again.
Aftermind is doing a great job of covering for their supports. Their supports are being able to stay up in every fight and keep the rest of their tanks alive. And then PB just takes out Spoons already, so they're going to have to wait again, Abyss, to get 6 members up, and they've only got a minute and 33 to do it, so they've got to be careful. They're pushing up just with Sweet Sato right now, just eyeing off to see whereabouts Aftermind have set up, but they're all on the right-hand side. Apathetic jumping up and down on his Reaper. He's going to be able to get a nice teleport up in that little corner there above him, EJ, to get behind and get those supports down, because that's what's stopping Abyss from getting through to the checkpoint.
So they've realistically got this and probably one other push straight after this one to try and get in. And they're not going to be able to do it. They might recover from this one. We'll wait and see. And Chronix has backed away. He gets hooked. Oh, he counters the hook beautifully. And Apathetic does pick up a kill at the end, but gets taken out. And I think we're going to see a hold. I think we're going to see a Aftermind hold here on the first point. Bobby J, we got 46 seconds on the clock. This is going to be the last push. They'll get one lot of reinforcements in if they can stay up on the point with this one. But PB and Jam, or Peels and Jam is his other way going to be known from this day forward. And it's a big push up round to the left.
They're going straight in there with Sweet Sato. This time Joel doesn't have his Graviton Surge up to stop people on the archway, so they've pushed on here Abyss, taking the advantage without Joel's ultimate, and they've chasing him down here, not giving him a chance to charge it back up as it's very close. And then Sweet Sato's been joined the rest of his team now as Abyss, Aftermind was separated there. Abyss was separated, and they're on top of the escort now. They completely wiped the back line now. Only Alston remains along with Joel. So Joel's doing a good job to come back.
Yeah, taking the point back.
The point as well, and the support, they couldn't take down Alston. He just kept Joel alive. So fantastic game there, EJ. Joel, big shout out to him. There was some great Graviton Surges every time.
Awesome Graviton Surges, yep.
Yeah, every time Abyss tried to push in EJ, they just got caught in that Graviton Surge, mate.
I thought they had a red hot go in that last push, though. That final push they had then, they got the counter past the halfway mark. It was past 6 p.m., but they couldn't, as you said, take out Alston. He did enough of an annoyance. He got backed up by Joel, and then they were able to retake the point. And we watched the play of the day here, and it's a lovely Genji play. And slicing and dicing. Christmas turkey time there.
From Chronic X, every time someone was getting panicked by getting caught in that Graviton Surge, as soon as they would try and break away to shift around, you'd hear that Dragon Blade popped by Chronic X, and you'd just start dashing around. And here we have PB and Jam saying he's a Genji main, right? But Genome, so nice win there for Aftermind already on Iconvold, going 3-0.
Man, that first execution of getting the first point on Aftermind's attack was perfect.
Yeah.
So I'll break it down for you guys, right? What they did is they chose all the sort of heroes that have disruption, the heroes that can get around the point, that they don't have to push straight through that choke. So they pushed the Genji all the way around. He got on the point. As soon as Abyss heard, the point is getting captured, they started moving back. When that happened, their Winston jumped on Abyss as they turned around. They weren't really prepared for that. Then the Genji comes in when they've turned around again, and the rest of the team speed boosted through the arch as all this was happening and just cleaned them up. It was just, that if you guys are wondering how you crack the first point of Iconwall, because as we talked about before, it is really hard to get in there, that is exactly how you do it.
Textbook, and that brings me to another point. Don't forget, you can check out the replays over on the Gamestah YouTube channel, and all the Division 1 replays are up there, and you can catch all the guys doing all the action. And as G-Dome just said, you can see textbook how to take that first point. Bobby J, it's a great resource.
Yeah, it will be up tonight, I believe. So we'll have this game up there for you as well. So be sure to check out the Gamestah Discord and on at Gamestah on Twitter to get all the latest updates when we throw our VODs up and any other news around the scene. Xenox, GM just broke down the last game. So what do you want to see differently from Abyss this time around?
Well, in my opinion, PB and Jam was absolutely incredible on the Reinhardt. So the fact that he's going to be in the Winston for this map, and obviously on Ilios, the Reinhardt's kind of just turned into a Winston. That just seems to be the meta. It will be interesting to see if he has that same sort of effect. Is he able to keep Abyss at bay, protect his teammates as the Winston, or will he be a bit more aggressive? I honestly believe that Aftermind will just swarm them, and that's going to be their goal. They've got the Zenyatta, they've got the Reaper as well, so they're going to look to probably get in their face, push onto the point immediately, and I'm assuming it's going to be a brawl because it looks like Abyss will probably try to do the same thing.
And they got Apathetic as the tracer as well, just to be a bit of a pest.
And guys, just jumping in there, we've hit 100 viewers already, so the mug giveaway is open, !mug to enter.
Thank you very much, Crisis. And we all love a good mug from Ronnie's Custom Gear. Be sure to check him out on Twitter. And then PB and Jam is setting things off here. He's gone straight in with Chronix. Gets a nice triple kill already, EJ, to start things off, and they're not going to stop now.
They've rolled right through here, the boys from Aftermind, and secured this point. There we go. They've captured that point. And PB and Jam doing a great job kicking it off on the Winston. The Zenyatta, though, that was Alston, was doing great work in the back line there with that nice distance accuracy that he's got. And we've just got the boys from Abyss now coming in. Sweet Sato also rocking the Winston. And the battle just taking place here up to the right of the pit, Bobby J, and it's an all-in engagement.
Olsen hits the Transcendence here for Aftermind. Keep them up here in the middle of the point as they still go back and forth here, but we've got people from Abyss dropping left, right, and center as they can't get people down with the Zenyatta Transcendence happening. And PB and Jam just going all the way with that Primal Rage, all the way to the spawn, EJ, and he's just picked up 3 kills.
He has indeed, doing it comfortably. They captured the point to about, good 60%, but not much more than that. The boys from Abyss now just trying to get, not spawn camped, and get across the map. We'll wait and see what happens. PB and Jam doing a great job. They know he's up there and they don't want to push past him and have him drop down in their back line and take out, the back medics that are coming through, the support. Here we go, though. Move on to the point is on. The sound barrier goes down as well. We'll wait and see what the Reaper can do. And it is absolute carnage. We could be facing a team down. It's close on the point. Alston gets the final kill on the point. And beautiful work indeed there by the boys from Aftermind. Total shutdown, Bobby J.
And they're able to pull the trigger at the same time. Everyone popping out their ults and that Death Blossom to finish things off there from Chronix. He's doing a great job here on the DPS with Genji last game on Iconvolt, now on the Reaper. And Sweet Sato, he's gone straight in there, pops down his Winston shield. Jonah's there to help him as well, along with Spoons, but they just can't get into the back line as PB and Jam is just in there on top of their support. Apathetic and Jonah get a kill apiece as they're right on top of the point here with the Graviton Surge. Spoons picks up a nice double kill.
Oh, they're capturing.
They're getting ready to cap here, EJ, and from overtime straight to 1%.
Oh, they get it at 99%. The overtime had kicked in. The boys from Abyss, they're just entertaining the crowd who are watching on Twitch. Don't forget to enter the Mug Challenge. Look over Twitch. Everyone's entering the Mug Challenge. It's all good. But a highly entertaining second map here with a take at 99%. All they got to do, Bobby J, is try and hold it. Aftermind, though, they're going to have second thoughts on that one.
Yeah, 22% here for Abyss. But Aftermind, they've got their ultimates coming up here. They're just waiting for Josh Kent and Chronix to get their ults up to combo together here. Probably prefer the Graviton Surge as well from Joel. But he's just got the kill on top of Apathetic as well. But Apathetic does get the kill on Josh Kent. So they're 1 for 1 right now. 5v5. Hades hits the Lucio sound barrier. But Chronix gets his Death Blossom up. And that's a double kill for him.
There we go. They've got the point. The overtime's running down. Is anyone from Abyss able to get back? No, they're not. And there's the first round of Ilios in the bag.
And we look 1-0 here on the Zowie scoreboard. Aftermind looking very strong. They've picked up every point so far in their match tonight. So if you look at it, that's 3 points in Iconvolt, 1 point here on Ilios. Abyss, and they're on the back foot right now.
They are indeed. Genome, what are Abyss going to have to do to turn things around here on the second stage?
Well, they definitely need to deal with Chronix a bit. He was the one who got the couple of those first picks in the initial engagement. Obviously, when you're pulling out your ult, you're going to get a couple. Spoons all did as well when they won their fight. But in that first fight when no one's got the ultimates, that's where I think the true skill often shines, and you see the people with the really good mechanical skill making the difference.
All right, so if anyone in our Twitch chat's got a tip as who's going to be first down the well tonight, let us know who you think's going to be first to taking a dive, and we'll see how good your prediction is. The engagement's on though, Bobby J. PB and Jam flying across the map.
I think it's going to be Saphira down the well first, CJ. But Josh Kent, he
that's
opens
it.
up the exchange with PB and Jam, and that's Aftermind already putting the pressure on Abyss again with 6v4. PB and Jam not wasting any time, jumping into the middle of things, and Chronic and Joel and Olsen all there to clean up, and Abyss, they've got some broken spawns to deal with now.
Yeah, they do. They got caught there, out of position. Spoon's last man left alive. They've captured the point now, and they got the counter going. Apathetic just waiting to regroup with the team. They're going to push up the left-hand side of the map, coming out high. Jonah's coming down the bottom, so we're just waiting for the assault. Here it comes now. Sweet Sato right across the open pit does the job of pushing them off the point, which is what they wanted to do. Peel and Jam takes out the supports at the back, and that's the Winston play you want to see, Bobby J. A great Winston breaking up that back line.
Yeah, and with the Winston breaking it up, Josh Kent was able to get off a nice double kill there, and Joel was there to clean up as well. Everyone Aftermind just working very nicely together, and it's quite difficult for Abyss to wrap their heads around what's going on right now, because Aftermind are just giving them no quarter, as some people would say, EJ.
Well, when Winston gets on top of a pillar and chucks an emote in your face, that's a pretty good sign.
Yeah, and they're on the top side now, Abyss. They're going to back to stay on the left-hand side. They're a little bit split here. They've got Spoons and Sweet Sato jumping in there, ready to get there in the back line, but the Graviton Surge says otherwise. Put right down on the entranceway. Josh Kent gets a double kill. Olsen there to clean up as well, and they're ready for that one Aftermind.
Yeah, Josh Kent, as you said, picking up a double there. That'll make him happy. He's had a long day, and they lost the final in the ESL earlier today, so they want to pick up a win here in the Spring Series Division 1 match. And we have still round one. We have one more match to go, and that's going to be tomorrow night at 9 o'clock here on Gamestah TV 1. Tune in for that after, just any time tomorrow night from 9.
Yeah, what a game that will be between Kick or Be Kicked and Tempo Storm. So GMB getting revenge on his old team, but Spoons hits the Death Blossom, but PB and Jam says otherwise, gives him the backhand. See you later, mate. That's a double kill for PB and Jam, and then we've got Apathetic still there on the outside with his Genji trying to get in there. They're all amongst the well right now. Overtime is in place. This is Abyss's last chance to get on there. They've got to get Aftermind off the point. They're trying to do it with Sweet Sato, but he has the Discord orb on top of him, so he's got to be careful. Jumps out of the way as the rest of Aftermind is surrounding him right now. And then Saphira hits the Transcendence EJ. Looking pretty good for Abyss now to recap.
Oh, it's going to be a miracle if they can do it. They're trying hard. Josh Kent's in there zigzagging around. Goes down. PB and Jam stops the capture, though. The reinforcements have come through, and they're going to get it. It's a second map in a row. Oh, it's a spectator's delight here in Division 1 Spring Series Overwatch action. Come to you live on GameStar. Bobby J and EJ calling the action. And a 299%ers overturned in overtime. Doesn't get much better, Bobby J.
No, it doesn't, with Chronic and Joel ready to get back in there. The Pulse Bomb doesn't get anyone, though, so that's a bit of a wasted ult, but PB and Jam gets the kill there on the Spoons. Saphira is there to get one on Josh Kent as well. They move on forward here Aftermind to try and recapture the point. Spaz gets a kill along with Hayes. He gets a double kill there with a Lucio. I think may have booked someone up, but Alston's gone down the well. It's Alston. He's the first one down the well, EJ.
Epic effort. I wonder if someone picked him in the thing. It might have been Apathetic in the round earlier, though. I think actually did go down the well, but Alston will take credit for it, and the Twitch channel will let him know. And they're going to retake here. The boys from Aftermind. It's all down to Jonah and Spoons. They're caught. The Graviton Surge. They're both taken out. Oh, no, just as a save. They come back in. Spaz comes through, saves the day. Taffy is at the back just trying to pop the Tranquility. That might be enough, but they've been pushed off the point, Bobby J. And that's not where you want to be when you're in this sort of a position. They have got it to 65%, though. Fighting hard.
They're doing a good job
to lose it.
just being recapped by Aftermind. The overtime bar's back in play now. So Abyss under the pump. They have to get on there. With Sweet Soda does the job. Gets in there, throws down his Winston shield along with Apathetic and Jonah. They're pushing forward, but Alston gets the frag. The Death Blossom from Chronix, and that's going to seal the deal, keeping people off the point. But the Power Rage is popped by Sweet Soda. He got his ult back up. He's taken out very quickly, along with Saphira. That's going to be it. And that's 2-0 right now on the Zowie scoreboard for Aftermind, leading into the next map. So the next point.
Just going to jump in there, guys. The actual first person to fall down the well was Apathetic on the Genji. He tried to do a little sneaky sneak. He didn't fall down. He jumped in and tried to climb up the wall, and he seemed to slip or something like that, and then ended off falling down ignominiously.
Congratulations to anyone picked him. Crisis, did you see the Twitch chat? Did anyone pick Apathetic?
Yeah, Jo did.
There you go.
Congratulations. Shout out to you, mate. You've got the pick there. Apathetic, the first one to fall down the well, EJ.
It was indeed. Xenox, we're into the third map. Can Abyss do it? Can they salvage this one? Get the reverse sweep.
Oh, it's going to be extremely tough from here now. They'd have to absolutely pull something out of the hat.
That is a lot of frags out of their hat. That'll go in their favour here tonight. The first engagement, Bobby J, is taken place inside the little chapel-y building looking thingy.
Yeah, PB and Jam. He gets fragged early though. Joel gets the kill along with Chronix, so they're trying to turn things around, but Spaz gets a double kill as well. So good start from here from Abyss with a nice triple kill from Spaz now. Chronic X finally takes down Spaz after his nice triple kill. So a good start from Abyss that they get to the point first, as it's just been unlocked, DJ.
Yeah, point active now. They've moved in and captured it, so nice work. They haven't held the point other than taking it in 99% for the last two maps. So this one's a total reverse flow of the other maps. We'll see how it goes for them getting the first take on it. The engagement's taking place at the point now, and the boys from Aftermind doing a great job of clearing it out. They've got the point capped to about, just over halfway. Spaz comes in to stop that. Is he going to be able to keep it up? No, Josh Kent mows him down in the face as Tracer, and that's always going to wreck your weekend on Ilias, getting a Tracer to the face, and it sure as heck wrecks Spazzes, and they lost the point as a result.
Really swift retake there. They didn't have to use many ults or anything. They've got Chronix's Death Blossom's about to come back up. Got the Graviton Surge with Joel. Josh Kent has the Pulse Bomb. Allison's about to get his Transcendence. So, along with Hayes with the Sound Barrier. So, a very good position for Aftermind to be in right now, as Alston opens up another exchange along to get Apathetic there. The Graviton Surge put in place. Only has the Winston inside. Joel's zapping his health away. PB and Jam ready to help things up. They're pushing them all the way back here. Abyss.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive push.
Yeah, EJ, Abyss isn't even getting close to the checkpoint.
No, they've pushed it right up on here. They can get flanked down low, but it's easy for them to just swing down and block those exits off if they try and come down through the sauna room or whatever. The boys from Abyss pretty much just going to have to brute force it, I think, at this point in time. That seems to be their best option. And Apathetic's pulled the high noon. Let's see what he gets for his trouble.
They have 6 ults, I was going to say, with brute forcing.
You got Joel. Oh, go dude.
He's your brute force. They got 6 ults, EJ, so they've been popping them right now. But Josh Kent gets a nice triple kill with a Pulse Bomb. So see you later, boys. Josh Kent doing a lot of work here. The Primal Rage pop for Winston from Sweet Sado, but that is really hard to come back from when you've had 3 members from your team drop to 1 character.
Yeah, no, that was actually a really nice retake by the boys from Aftermind there. Very typical, charged in, overpowered them. They seem to just have the strike power over Abyss at the moment. And, on the power rankings, we are looking at 7 versus, 5 or something at the moment?
Yeah, 7 versus 5. So both teams are very evenly matched. Yeah. Another Pulse Bomb missed though, EJ, and they're pushing them out here, Abyss. They haven't got a lot of percentage, so they need to be careful because they're not close to the checkpoint right now.
All I can say is you're not going to make the Gamestah top 5 player of the week if you miss your Pulse Bombs.
The PB and Jam gets a nice double kill along with Chronix. So Aftermind trying to hold firmly here on the point. Sweet Soda hits the Primal Rage. Wait for his team to get on EJ, but they're not going to be able to do it. Oh, they just get there in time. The overtime bar is sitting at the top and starting to drain now. Here comes everyone on their nice little heroes down to dash back onto the point.
Yeah, no, PB and Jam said, not today, thank you, and slapped them right away. Zafia comes screaming in Tranquility Styles at the end, but it's all too late, and that'll be a 3-zip to Aftermind on Ilios.
Here we go with Chronix with the play of the match now on his Reaper. He did a lot of work. Genome gave him the big shout out as well that they needed to deal with him, and Genome, they just weren't able to do it, mate. So look at him, look at his handiwork right here.
Yeah, great player there from Chronix. I think his support from the rest of the team though was what allowed him to do it. When Chronix was going in, he had a Harmony Orb on him. He was getting the shields from Joel, and of course PB and Jam was just going in there to make the distraction and disrupt for him. And I think Sweet Sato from the other team, who we saw do really well in the qualifiers, I was a bit disappointed in how he was disrupting today because he wasn't making enough distraction, and it just meant there was so much support for Chronix that he was just always up in their faces and they couldn't take him down.
And if we have a look at the Zowie scoreboard right now, we can see that 2 points are in favor here of Aftermind. So that's looking really good for them as they're equal second with Jam on the Zowie leaderboard. So they pick up this next win here on Numbani. They will be 3-0, Xenox.
Yeah, look, it's obviously the start they would love to have because they are going up against a team that's probably around their level. So to go 3-0 is absolutely amazing. And look, you just have to wonder, I guess, for Abyss, if playing a lot of games today has sort of affected them. They did actually beat Aftermind in the ESL Cup today. So would love to have been a fly on the wall to see how they actually won that game compared to how they're doing tonight.
EJ, so what would you want to see from Abyss this game, mate? It's just so back and
I think
forth
the
as well.
important thing with the third map in the Spring Series, the Division 1 of the Spring Series, is the third map actually counts. It's a series of 3 and we play for points. And we saw that on the other day with Mastermind. You can play to the very end and scrape a point out of the match. You'd rather come away with 1 than come away with none. The leaderboard is going to be super tight over the next 6 weeks. So you really, really want to get every point you can. And that should be enough incentive for Abyss to have a red-hot go in this one.
We're going to get ready to go into Numbani. So Genome, as EJ pointed out, everyone's playing a series of 3, and we saw Masterminds take advantage of this. We're getting a point off Jam Gaming on Thursday night in Division 1, so we've Abyss have the chance to do the same here.
Yeah, and it's really important that people keep that in mind, this series of 3, how this division is being played out. Jam we're expecting them to be one of the top 2 teams here, and they've dropped a point. It's not, if you get 2 out of 3 in the series, that's good, but it's not going to be as good as other teams who take out all 3 maps. And, that 1 point that Jam have dropped against Masterminds, who knows what they can do.
The people that could be really crucial come into season.
Yeah. And we've got Alter Ego, so they're currently sitting first place on the Zowie leaderboard, EJ.
Yeah.
Nice, with a nice 3 points, mate.
I've got enough. Pulse is listening. Pulse, if you're listening, it's okay, dude. You don't have to stress it. But, it might be important coming to season.
Oh, he's probably got a lot on his plate already, mate. You've just made it even worse, EJ.
Yeah, I'm here to serve, dude. It's all good.
So those plates of stress, and here we have, they're just breaking the railings right now with PB and Jam slamming things away. But take us through Aftermind here on the blue side, EJ.
All right, Josh Kent looks like he's going to McCree it up. Hads is going to Lucio it. Joel sticking to his pick of preference there with Zarya. Chronix, of course. We're masterclass in Genji. People are going to download these videos just to watch that. Olsen, though, switched over to the Mercy, so that'll be interesting to see. And a PB and Jam, otherwise known as Peel and Jam. Rocking it as a Reinhardt as usual.
With Abyss, we have Sweet Stater on the Winston Spoons, on the Roadhog, Apathetic on the Reaper, Spaz on the Zarya, Jonah on the Ana, and Saphira on the Lucio. So we have Ana here looking to they've got 3 tanks here, Abyss, so that's a good Ana choice there. As they're fighting right here in the backside here in the little corner bit with the stairwell is for Numbani, going back and forth. But we got Aftermind getting the better of the exchange right now, EJ with 4 kills.
Oh, Josh Kent over here on the high left-hand side balcony, totally unobstructed. No one even had a shot at him, and he just sat up there with the McCree, just taking long shots, picking people off, causing lots of damage, and his teammates capitalized on that. But he was totally unopposed then, laying into the team as they came into the point. And it's going to be hard to take a point if you got a McCree just, picking bullets into the back of your head. So the fist is up for grab here. So the boys from Abyss are going to try and get through and get this cart. We'll see what the Reaper can do. He's going to reposition himself now. That's Apathetic. Does a bit of a fake to draw a player out. It works nicely. They push up the main road. We don't see a hook come out. Josh doesn't get his way the second time around. Winston goes up and forces him off the balcony. Oh, the Graviton Surge got them. The charges through. PB and Jam smashing them around with that mallet. The gold mallet's cracking skulls here tonight, Bobby J. And no one surviving it when it does.
Josh Kent did a great job of joining his team there. They jumped up for him on the catwalk where Chronix is right now, and he jumped down and joined the rest of his team. He didn't panic, and they hit the Graviton Surge just in time as they all swarmed in. And a nice hook there from Spoons takes out Chronix, so they need to move forward now, and Abyss is going to hit the speed boost with the Lucio. They've jumped up here, Sweet Sailor to the left. PBNJ hits an Earth Shatter. He's charged in. He gets low-dogged. He's going to swing him at Roto, hits the ult, pushing him away, but Josh Kent gets a double kill here in the background. So he's still up here on the catwalk. They need to deal with him because he's not letting Abyss through very easily. And here we have Sweet Soda's up there to hit the Primal Rage to take him off, but the damage has already been done, EG.
Yeah, he's trying to take out the Mercy on the other side there, Alston, but not able to do it. And he's managed to scarper away. So, you know, if there was a medal given out for best runaway in a game, he just capped it then for sure. But he's regrouped with his team, and that's the main thing he needed to do. So they're going to come around the left-hand side of the map here, around the back of the shops, and try and take this point. Spoons is zipping up to try and give Hads a bit of a what to do. And Hads decides he doesn't want any of that, and they've changed it up, and they're going to come upstairs by the look of it. Nope, they're dropping, they're faking, coming in low. And here comes the attack now, Bobby J onto the point. No, in fact, they're just continually faking. So Abyss playing the mind games with the boys from Aftermind.
Yeah, they're just sitting outside of short here, top side of short, and just right near long as well. So Sweet Soda's there, he's at long, just puts his spray on the wall. But they need to pick a spot here, Abyss, because they've only got 45 seconds. One push left, EJ, and they're going to pull the trigger. They're going to go up the top side here, along through short, in through the hotel. Here they go. They're going straight up here. They're going toe-to-toe now with PB and Jam, and he hits a nice Earth Shatter, sending them all back. He's in there, but he doesn't have any help, though, so he's going to be careful. Hits to put the shield back up. Yana ult's already been used here. The nano boost. Spoons is going straight through his walk through him here. Apathetic and Jonah getting a kill apiece. Apathetic gets another here, and they're going straight onto the point. They're cleaning them up. Only Joel remains. They've taken him out, EJ. Here they go.
Oh, Joel's having a party with 5 of them on the point and comes off second best. And they've secured the fist. Oh, go Abyss. So we're going to get it ridden down now. And there we go. Oh, wow. Fantastic actions. They've been doing this to us all game. 99% is on Ilios. Leave it till almost overtime to take this point. Last push at the first point, and they pick it up. And great action. Good work, Abyss. They're staying in it, Bobby J.
Going right past Atria now as the escort's going to go around the first bend here. PB and Jam are already eyeing them off, and they've already set up nicely here after mine, right next to the boss.
Pushing the car through now. Spoons is on front as the Reinhardt. Shield goes down, drops back to recharge. Spaz just getting the grenades in, spamming it up. He's back at the front. Reinhardt shields up, not doing much damage though. He gets charged. That's enough for it. There goes the Earth Shatter. Bit of an ineffective Earth Shatter though. Bobby J didn't pick too many up with that one.
Yeah, they didn't pick up too many, and Apathetic and Spoons here running a rampant. They're going to turn the fight around. They're putting the pressure on. Here comes the Deadeye here from Apathetic, picks up Hades. So they're going to be under the pump here without the Lucio healing aura on the Sweet Soda's popped his Primal Rage and giving them plenty of space to work with, and they're going to be able to cap the second point, EJ.
Much, much better. So they've moved through this second stage of the map here, past the shops of the Unity Plaza, and they've got to the second point with relative ease, really. They stopped the cart at one point when the engagement was on, but when they needed to push it, they were able to push it fairly smoothly. They're coming through the underpass now up into the final stage of the map, and PB and Jam is there to greet them as usual with the Reinhardt and Bobby J. They're out from the underpass. Action's on.
Going straight from to the left-hand side. Now they're just finding it just in front of Horseshoe here with the Graviton Surge, picking up several members here, and Abyss is going to clean house to Sweet Sato and Spaz right in the front line, and Chronix is the only one remaining. They've taken him out. The Escort's coming around Horseshoe now, EJ, and it's going to be a big battle for spawn.
This is fantastic recovery by Abyss, ladies and gentlemen. They were out of it after the first two maps, but not here on Nimbari. They are pushing through, and they better get some engagement down there. They're meters away from the end. The Graviton Surge goes down. Spoons is knocked on his ass. Joel's in there with the cannons and just firing away. But Sweet Soda's got him. Oh, we've got a res as well. The res goes off. The high noon goes off. It's all going off, and it could have been enough. Aftermind are in there. Sweet Sato comes swinging in as well, though, Bobby J. And does enough, just enough, to push them off the point. And this could be Abyss's moment in the sun.
We got Chronix just gets there in time with his Tracer, but he's just been forced off there once again. He just hits it again, but it's only a minute away, but there they do it. Nice job from Abyss. They've got 1 minute and 25 remaining in the time bank there, so 3-0 on the Zowie scoreboard. So this is what they needed, EJ, to try and get themselves here, to try and get themselves back in the game to get a point here on the third map.
Oh, absolutely, and Xenox will bring him in as well here. That final push on that first point, they were down to it. Under 30 seconds to go, cap out the map. Great work.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously they could have hung their heads down a little bit and thought, oh, well, we're probably just going to lose this. We've had an off night. But they pushed on through, and then once they got the payload, from there it was just kind of smooth sailing, and credit to them for sticking with it.
And Genome, what do you think the boys from Aftermind are going to bring when they now have to try and attack on the map?
Well, I think 3-3, or even we sometimes see a 4-2 composition with getting a lot of tanks is quite strong on Nimbani. I'd like to see that come out. They've got a really good lineup to do it, but it looks like we might get Chronix on the Genji, and we've seen him do great work on that. You can definitely, if they're holding up that top left position, that's a good way to get them off there, getting the Genji, just harass them and annoy them and distract them while the rest of the team pushes in.
Bobby, they're not running 3 tanks at the moment. Do you think they might change it up just as they go?
Possibly, but they've done this. It's worked pretty well for them. Aftermind, they've always done well with PB and Jam on the Winston and Joel on the Zarya. So time will tell as soon as the gates unlock. But we have Josh Kent again on the McCree. PB and Jam is beloved Winston, so big shout out for Peanut Butter is on the Winston. Austin on the Zenyatta, Hades on the Lucio, Joel on the Zarya, and Chronix again on his beloved Genji. And then once again we see Sweet Sato on the Winston. EJ, take us through the rest of Abyss.
Yeah, Spaz is backing up on the Zarya. Spoons there with the Reinhardt. He had a pretty good round as the Reinhardt in that second map there. Zarya on the Lucio. Apathetic's going to try and McCree it up as well. And we've got an Anna being run by Jonah this round. Push is underway here, and they're pushing up the left-hand side of the map. Going to fake around the back. They've come out high as well here, Bobby J. And this is their first push.
Yeah, they've got the 3 tanks here for Abyss, so they're ready for this big push. This is what they want. They want to fight here and just soak up all that damage, and they're pushing through here after mine, but Sweet Sato gets the kill on Chronix. That's big for them because Chronix did a lot of damage earlier. Spoons gets the kill on top of PB. Josh finally gets a kill for Aftermind. They're still on the top side here, Aftermind, so they can use this to their advantage. But Sweet Sato's trying to get up there, but has the Discord orb on top of him. Here comes Spoons, ready to hold up the shield for his team. They're engaged. They're moving forward now. Hits the Shadow's gonna move forward. Charges through, takes out Josh. Here comes the Transcendence. It's a little bit late, but it might help them. Here they go. They're still fighting on top here. EJ with Spoons holding up that. He's being forced down. He's been taken out by PB, and Chronix is back in the fight as well.
And they've look like they're going to secure it after mine. They've done a great job here. And Josh Kent up on the top level there. Alston as well was just pretty much unchecked on the Zenyatta there, laying into the team from the high ground. And that's going to be enough for them to secure this one. So 2:44 on the clock. Resets it now to 5:13. And that was pretty good. In fact, that was a nice early take on the cart. They've got it moving now, and they've got plenty of time to make their way through. I really think Abyss are going to have to slow them down in this second half, Bobby J. They can't let it roll through like they did.
Yeah, because time is on the side of Aftermind again, and this is what they've been really good at. They've just been able to pressure just so much in the first checkpoint and just not leave anything to waste. And they're just up here on top of Sigma now. They're looking for some picks in the top side here. They've spotted them with PB. He's doing a fantastic job here on the Winston, but they've run out here with a nano boost on top of the run here on Spoons' Reinhardt. But Josh Kent gets a nice dead eye, gets a double kill with it. All with PB and Jam, a triple kill for Josh Kent. Then they keep going forward here, but Sweet Sato pops the Primal Rage, trying to split up the Aftermind offense, but it's not going to be enough as they've just surrounded him, EJ, and they're going to keep moving forward.
Sweet Sato was looking to play volleyball with some of the heads of these players off that cliff there. He wasn't able to coordinate his attack though, but he was swinging wild. And I'm sure he would have got a banana for his trouble if he had managed to hit someone off. But no bananas for him tonight. He didn't get anyone through. What we do have coming through is the cart. Hades is riding it in, and it hits the checkpoint. So fairly easy for them. Josh Kent, huge play in that last round there, picking up the triple kill. Really broke the back of Abyss's defense. And if he manages to pull that up off again, I should say, as they come around the corner here on the underpass towards the horseshoe, it'll be a momentous play and probably something that'll swing the map, because the boys from Abyss, in fact, have decided to hold right at the top of the underpass here. Just getting pushed out, though, so here we go. Bobby J, take it away with Aftermind's final soul.
Yeah, here comes the Earth Shatter. The Spoons are going to go straight in here, right to the underpass, as the payload's right in front of Horseshoe right now. PB and Jam gets another kill here along with Hayes. He's switched onto the Reinhardt. The Transcendence comes in here for Alston on the side of Aftermind. They're going to keep moving forward. It's going to turn the last corner here onto the final checkpoint. And this is going to be another brawl, a bloodbath at the spawn point, EJ.
Yeah, it is, but I think they're looking to hold them up at the moment. They're just going to roll the card in. Alston and Hads are there. Joel, no defense on the card. Oh, they stopped it with 0.4 of a meter. And that wasn't good enough, because then he got run over by it and died in the process.
Joel's Graviton surges have been on point, EJ. He just put it right down on the spawn as they all went out. They got caught in it, and fantastic job.
Absolutely crippling. 125 to 422. And Xenox, is it going to be enough time for them? 125.
Well, they really showed them how to do it, especially with that first point. They really showed Abyss how to get it done a lot quicker. Look, they don't have a lot of time. It would be a miracle from here, but credit to them for sticking around, at least forcing the issue and having that time bank available. Let's see what they can do.
And 3-3 here on the Zowie scoreboard, EJ. So we're in round number 3 now on Numbani. That's going to be very critical, but for Abyss here with a 1 minute and 25, 4 minutes and 22 seconds Genome. So we saw Aftermind, though we had a pretty good push from Abyss, but Aftermind showing everyone that they mean business.
Yeah, so the system makes sure that the team with less time always attacks first. So we're seeing Abyss go up here. They've only got a minute 20. That means maybe 2 pushes. They have to get it done, and they have to get it done perfectly, right? So Aftermind, they get 4 minutes. They've got a long time. They can bank ults, do it. It's going to be very hard for Abyss. They're going to have to do it a lot better than they did the first time around, aren't they?
Same setup, EJ, for Aftermind when they're on defense earlier in round 1 on Numbani. So we have Hayes on the Lucio, Josh Kent on the McCree, PB and Jam on the Reinhardt, Joel on the Zarya, Alston again on that Mercy, as I was just saying before, Chronix on his Blood Genji, and then Abyss take us through this setup. Don't worry about EJ, just call it as they're just fighting on top of the high point now.
Well, they've come charging in here. They're not wasting any time at all. There's the first 25 seconds down. Minute on the clock now, and they came rushing in. Josh Kent again unopposed here on the left overpass, picks up a triple kill, just shooting blankly across at the other team, and fish in a barrel for Josh Kent on that one.
Dude, his McCree is outstanding. You can tell he's got a CS background. You've known Josh Kent for a long time from your days of casting Counter-Strike, and you can tell with a hit scan hero like McCree, those CS days are definitely paying off as they're fighting once again on the top side here. Spoons gets nothing but the wall though. Apathetic and Chronic's gonna kill a piece. Here comes the nano boost on top of Spoons. He's swinging away, but PB charges in to knock people off the high point. Spoons doesn't get anyone, he gets zapped away. Great positioning by Josh Kent. Oh, he is getting taken down by Sweet Stato, but he got Sweet Stato, hits the Primal Rage. He's on top of the high point now, trying to split up the defensive hold here from Afterminders. They're on top of the escort now. And they both Graviton surges, put them placed right next to each other. John has a double kill with it. Oh my goodness, EJ.
Yeah, and they hold it out. Time runs out on them. So the best I think they can hope for now is what, a draw, if they can hold this for the 4.5 minutes or something?
Yeah, they need to get a draw as we see 3-3 plays at each other here on the Zowie scoreboard. So what a hold there from Aftermind.
Fantastic work indeed. And Genome, it's going to take a miracle to hold out 4 minutes here against a team that took it on their first push on the last go.
Yeah, I don't know if Abyss want to try and swap something up here. Obviously, what they did the first time around got pushed over with relative ease by Aftermind. It'll be interesting. No, so they're not going... Yeah, Alston's on the Zenyatta. I wonder if they should be putting Alston on Zenyatta on defense as well, because I feel like they really haven't been playing around his Mercy. We've seen a lot of reses. There was one on the last point where he got maybe 4 or 5, but all of the rest of them, they've just been too split up, and he's only getting maybe 1 or 2, and you know, Mercy is pretty much all about that res if you're not boosting a Pharah. So interesting defensive
And we've
support
got the
choice by them.
Joel's dropped.
Yeah, Joel just dropped. They said he's rejoining. It was just a connection error. So they're just making jokes of turning on the
Now-
app. But
Bobby J, we got to tell the people who are listening in Twitch chat, hang around at the end of the game because we'll have both Hades and also Spaz coming in to join us to have a bit of a chat to break down the game today directly after the match.
yeah, it'll be very interesting because they both versed each other throughout the whole day, along with the ESL Major Cup number 3. So stay tuned for those guys. Also, Crisis will be doing the mug giveaway. So be sure to type in !mug in the Twitch chat if you haven't already. Be sure to be following the stream, EJ, because you know what happens if they don't follow the stream, mate.
Yeah, not up with the action as it happens, and the action as it's happening now is they're going to come out short high here. The boys are from Aftermind. They're just waiting. They're just teasing, and here they come. Sweet Sato goes in to break it up, though, and chases the supports out the back. And that might have been a nice little move, actually. He's going to get himself caught in the corridor with them. But there's no one on the point, and it looks like that Abyss might hold out this first push.
Yeah, they did a great job. I think PB wasted his life there, but just charging up, taking out Spoon, so he wasn't able to be there to help his team because you want that Reinhardt shield to get onto the point. But here comes Joel, so that would have been a big factor as well. You're only pushing with 5 people, so Joel's back now, EJ.
Yeah, they had the time. It wasn't going to stress them too bad. 3 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock as Aftermind prepare for their second assault here on this first point. And PB and Jam again are just toying around whether he's going to come up short high here. The Genji of Chronix has broken out to the left-hand side. Just to cause a bit of a distraction, he draws Sweet Sato out and draws himself into a coffin for his trouble. So they've lost the flanking Genji there, Bobby J. And that might be enough to break this attack from them. There goes the Earth Shatter. Picks up no one.
It doesn't get anyone there, and they're going to move forward here, but the nano boost is on Saphira's Lucio, so a misclick there from Abyss, so that may cost, it could have cost them if the fight broke out on top of the point, but it didn't. Joel's still going to move forward though, he's got his own shield on top of him right now as the Zarya. Chronix is on the catwalk now, up against Sweet Sato. Here comes the sound barrier here for Aftermind as they're fighting right here on the top side of the hotel, and they're going a bit back and forth here as the Winston shield's down, but here comes the Graviton Surge, put in place on top of Abyss. But Abyss stays strong here, EJ, and they're going to be able to keep the hold.
Yeah, Chronic stayed on the point there. Jonah did a great job avoiding dying to him. And the rest of the team, once they'd dealt with that push, were able to drop down and clean that out. We've got 1 minute and 55 seconds left here. This is the final map. Division 1 Spring Series action for Sunday night. We've got a game tomorrow night, 9 o'clock as well, between Tempo Storm and Kick or Be Kicked. It'll be a cracker if the first 3 matches have been anything to go by Bobby J. And Sweet Sato goes charging in on the Winston to break up that main road push.
They're going to keep moving forward here, but here comes the nano boosted Reinhardt to slam them all down with the Earth Shadow. So Abyss taking control of the point still. Spoons and Apathetic getting a double kill apiece, EJ, and what a great hold there from Abyss.
What a great effort. They played all day, these two teams, and here we are some 8 hours later for some of them, and they're still going hard, play after play, round after round. And 1 minute, 12 seconds. They've probably got 2 to go, this one and then one more to try and get this. Otherwise, Abyss are going to score themselves a draw here on map 3.
Yeah, that's better than losing 3 maps. And here comes the Earth Shadow from PB and J before he's taken out by Spaz. So Abyss going to move forward now. They're going to poke their heads around here in the top side of the hotel. See who's there. Apathetic gets the kill on Josh Kent. And Abyss continue to hold on here. The Transcendence, though, I think that's just been wasted there, EJ, because they could have used it for the last push.
Yeah, I think popped a bit prematurely. Gonna need it this one, you're right. 38 seconds on the clock. Aftermind getting into position now. The whole team's coming up the road. And the defense for Abyss set up here high on the right. Sweet Sato down protecting the bottom. Jonah over on the left balcony. And Aftermind just setting up 20 seconds. Bobby J, take us through the final push of the match.
Aftermind, a little bit split here. They're going through long as and through short as well. A lot of the squishies come through short. They put down the Graviton Surge. The Nano boosters on top of Apathetic. I'll use McCree to keep him alive here, to keep the DPS up. Spaz gets a nice double kill. He's just beating people here from the top side. They've completely wiped them out. They're going to be able to hold on here, EJ. Overtime bar streaking.
What a game.
Oh,
what a game. Go Abyss. They'll leave with their heads held high from that one. That's a great finish to their day.
And we've got the Zowie scoreboard there. 3 plays 3. A nice draw after round number 4 on a Numbani. And great job from Abyss to be able to hold strong there and keep their heads held high, as you just said. And we're going to look at the play of the match real quickly before a bit ahead of myself, EJ. As now it comes in. Here we go. Play of the game coming from Alston's Mercy.
Yeah, great play indeed. And this costume on Mercy, by the way, I don't know if you saw it, there was a fantastic cosplayer at the EB Expo on the weekend who did this Mercy to an absolute T. And doing it justice there, great res. And good to see a support character picking up the play of the day.
Yeah, and we could be sure to stick around, guys, because we've got one player from each team jumping in. There's Spaz, and I believe the other one was Hades, so from each team. But Genome, we just saw a draw pulled out by Abyss there, and Aftermind on the Barney.
I just want to also do a quick shout out, by the way, guys, very quickly, just to Ronnie over at the Oceania Overwatch area. He's going to be doing write-ups for all of these games as well. So shout out to you, Ronnie, for getting in and giving a bit of content to the community.
Yeah, that'll be great if you haven't got time to catch one of the games, or if you just want to relive it. It was a bit of a shame that Joel dropped out there right at the start. Abyss just had this snowball ult advantage pretty much the whole time after that. And I think you saw it get into Aftermind's heads a little bit. There was a couple of ult usages that went astray, especially that Zenyatta one there at the end. And that kind of stuff we just haven't seen at all from them the rest of the BO3. So you've really got to wonder if that could have been a different result had Joel not dropped out there.
And then you, Xenox, what did you think of the game? All 3 games, actually. Just take us through how you felt like Aftermind, 2 strong performances, and then we had Abyss coming back here to get a draw on Numbani.
Yeah, look, big credit to Abyss for sticking around and defending that first point, considering the fact that they had lost that first point the first time around so quickly. They held on really strong, and I mean, obviously the disconnect of Joel was only for like the first push, I believe. So it wasn't a big factor in the grand scheme of things. To get at least something out of tonight was really good for them. They probably would have felt like they could have done a little bit better over the first 2 matches after what they have just done now, but that's just the nature of it. And I guess it's also what we spoke about pre-game, the fact that these aren't a best of 3, the fact that they had the opportunity to play this map and get something out of it, that just shows that this format's really good.
So we've got Spaz and Hades in here. So Spaz and Hades are both captains from their respective teams. So you first, Spaz. It was you guys have been playing all day. You had ESL first, and now you've got Division 1 as well. So take us through the mindset you had to go in here for your Division 1 game.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty big day, but go hard or go home. We just got to keep trying. Like, sure, we're tired, but that's not going to stop us trying our best. So we had Apathetic yesterday go to Arifland and help the Orbit boys victory. So we're still pretty happy with what we accomplished today in ESL and Gamestah. So
it's good to keep your heads held high. You didn't give up. You got the draw in the end as well. So it was very closely contested on Numbani.
Yeah, I guess we just got a bit more confidence back after the DC. Just something clicked and we just kept going.
And Hades, with you guys, you got all the way to the finals of ESL today against Tempo Storm, so continuing that momentum on, and had a very strong showing on, especially on Icon Volleyball, pointing out that in your first push, you're very successful, and you had a strong showing today.
Yeah, I'll just start off with the ESL really quick. We did really well in that, beating Kick or Be Kicked, and then we actually beat Tempo Storm on Icon World, so we were surprised that Abyss picked that map up first. That gave us a bit of an advantage, seeing we're undefeated on that map. But yeah, it was a shame that they got to farm ults when we had one player disconnected and they managed to pull the draw out there.
Yeah, so what happened there with Joel?
Just disconnected before the gates opened.
The sooner we get a pause function put in on a patch, the better this game will be.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be next patch as well. But as Xenox, you said you have a couple of questions for the guys as well, so you take it away, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Bobby. I'd say most of my questions are actually for Abyss. And the first question was the fact that, Spaz, you guys actually beat Aftermind today in ESL. What was different maybe about that game, obviously, for people who didn't see the result or didn't see what maps it were on?
Well, we were just on fire this morning. We went into it saying that we wanted to take out ESL. Like, we were just early in the morning. Everyone was still pumped, hyped up. Just kept the momentum going, and somehow we pulled out the win.
I do want to quickly mention something there. We actually beat Abyss in ESL this morning, and the map they won, we actually disconnected as well, so that was unfortunate.
We knocked you out of the winners.
The first
Yeah,
game.
but then we beat you in the losers bracket to go to finals. We lagged in that game as well, unfortunately. Australian internet for you.
Oh, feel the tension in the Australian Overwatch scene. We're going to have a great Division 1. This is on. Woo!
So the second question for Spaz is the fact that obviously you guys played a lot today as well as Aftermind. Do you think it affected you tonight at all that it had such a long day?
Sure, I'm sure it affected everyone, but, you know, as I said, you've just got to keep going. Like, you can't really make excuses for what happened. You just got to keep trucking on. I mean, these guys played 3 maps in ESL for every one of the games, so I'm sure they're just as tired as we are.
Yeah, good games, though, good games.
Yes, they were.
I've got a question for you, Spaz. In Ilios, on the first 2 points, I think, you only managed to cap when it was 99%, and you guys had quite a few ults up. So, and at that point, you know, it was pretty easy for Aftermind to sort of just, you know, play it out, bank up their ults, and then just come in for one last big push. So what do you think you guys could have done differently to maybe take the points a bit earlier, or like where was it breaking down? Because obviously that sort of, when you get that 99-1 cap, it's very hard to hold them off for the entire map from then on.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of desperation at the end there, or just a little bit of overconfidence when you've got that 99. We seem to slip up and do that a lot, but it's pretty much just came down to ult management, I think. We weren't really staying on top of the ults, more focusing on their ults than ours, which is really bad, but it'll happen.
And Crisis, we got to do the mug giveaway as well, mate.
Yeah, so pretty much time to do that giveaway. We hit 100 viewers within, I think, 5 minutes of starting the cast, so that was really pleasing. And of course, now we're going to start setting our targets at 200 viewers. That doesn't mean we're going to be holding off the mug giveaway in future. When we hit 100 viewers, we'll do a mug giveaway. If we hit 200, we'll do 2 mugs. So it'll keep ticking up, ladies and gentlemen. So get your mates in, get your family in. It's good for the scene, and it's good for you as well, especially if you win that mug. So I am going to close the raffle right now.
My coffee tastes extra special out of my mug, Crisis. You're probably the same yourself.
Oh, yeah, I love my mug. So here we go. We're going to draw the winner right now, and Relivity is actually offline. So we're going to have to redraw. And here we go. And would you believe the accusations of rigging are going to ring out because Xenox has picked up the mug? I don't know if we can give it to you, Xenox. I think we have to do another draw.
You can do another one. I might actually go and purchase one. So make sure, guys, obviously if you don't win a mug, you can always purchase it from Ronnie's shop.
Yeah, there you go. So I posted the link.
We'll be redrawing that one, Chris. Redraw!
Yeah, I'm going to redraw. There you go. Fear My Sandwich, who has been following the stream since September. So that's fantastic. And there you go. Let's see if he says something in Twitch chat. And we'll see.
While we're waiting for that, I just want to thank the 2 captains, both Spads and Hads, for coming in tonight and having a chat with us. The communities love hearing from the captains post-game. So thank you hugely, both of you, for your time tonight.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And then we should take a look at the Zowie leaderboard right now, Crisis.
Alrighty, so I've got that up on the screen now for you, Bobby J.
So we'd have Alter Ego leading the charge already with the only team with 3 points. And then we've got Jam Gaming. Second would be Aftermind with 2.5 points, I believe, with the draw giving each team 0.5 apiece. And then would have Jam Gaming in third spot with 2 points. Masterminds in fourth with 1 point. And then we have Abyss with 0.5. Then Skyfire with 0. And then we still have Kick or Be Kicked and Tempo Storm yet to play, which is going to be crazy, Crisis, because that's tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. So, of course, we have had some scheduling that we needed to sort out, especially after we found that it takes an hour and a half to play a series of 3 as opposed to an hour, which we very ambitiously set our targets on. Well, Monday night at 9 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow at 9 p.m., Tempo Storm taking on Kick or Be Kicked. And that is going to be a massive, massive game. I don't think they've met. I don't know if they played against each other in the ESL match, but there are obviously some ex-Tempo Storm players on Kick or Be Kicked, so the emotions will be running high tomorrow right here on Gamestah TV1 at 9 p.m. on Monday.
They played in the semi-finals today, Crisis, in the winners bracket. So with Tempo Storm getting the win there, so it was off stream, so no one saw what was going on. So they'll be playing a best of 3 series here tomorrow night. So there will be a bit of a grudge match, and we also got Div 2 opening up Wednesday night as well. The Red Joes are open, Crisis.
Yeah, that's right. So we've opened up a challenge registration for you there on your screen, bit.ly/eggs_OW Div 2. Is where you need to go to enter Division 2 of the Overwatch team. It's open to everybody in Oceania except the Div 1 teams, and there is a prize pool up for grabs of $1,500, and I think that is a first in Oceania as well. So very pleased to have Zowie once again supporting Overwatch in Oceania, and all of the players have the opportunity to get up to get their hands on a portion of that $1,500 prize pool. Of course, it's free entry as well, so nice and simple to enter. Weekly Swiss format is going to get played, and your points accumulate over a 6-week period. And at the end of that 6 weeks, the top 4 on the leaderboard will go through to the finals and a shot at that $1,500 prize pool. So make sure you register at Challenge, Bobby.
Yeah, and make sure you go to OCOverwatch.com because Oz Ronnie Crisis has already put out his write-ups for Division 1 already.
Yeah.
From this game.
Yeah, Ronnie is he's unparalleled, I've got to say, in his work rate. He's the kind of guy who says, I'm going to go and do something. And, you know, with a lot of people, they say, I'm going to do something, and you don't know when it's going to happen. Well, Ronnie, you know it's going to happen just about immediately. And a fantastic person to have involved in the Overwatch scene. So yeah, OCEoverwatch.com. Head on over there. Make sure you register and post a bit on the forums as well. There's some good banter going on.
I just got to say one thing on Ronnie. My back sore from carrying him through his qualifying games, though.
Indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap it up with that. On that note, it's been fantastic to have you here tonight. Make sure that you tune in on Monday at 9 p.m. for the follow-up and the final game of the first round of the Overwatch First Division here on Gamestah TV. One more shout-out to our sponsor, Zowie, who've put a lot of cash up for grabs in both First and Second Division. From the team here at Gamestah, it's been fantastic having you in. Good night.